So in this video we are going to discuss about the lung capacity. As you guys all know, in the previous video we have discussed about the four terms. Fifth term we were having, that is the vital capacity. Vital capacity means that, for example, we are inhaling the air but forcefully, alright, and exhaling the air, inhaling and exhaling the air forcefully, both. Alright, so for example, as you guys all know, we are having the IC. Alright, as you guys all know, the IC were the inspiratory capacity, and that was involved, that was the we were having the inspiratory reserve volume as well as the tidal volume, as well as these both were there in the inspiratory capacity. Alright, so we are having no need to write, we are just writing this both, as well as this was the forcefully inhaling, and this were, if you guys all know, the expiratory reserve volume. So that is basically, you can say that inspiratory capacity was 2500 ml, and this was the 1100 ml. Expiratory reserve volume was that we are inhaling the air and exhaling the air forcefully, so that is equal to the, alright, so this is what, 3.5 liter. This was minimum. If we talk about the maximum we were having, that was this was the minimum and this was the maximum. If we talk about, that is 4500, which means that 4.5 liter. Alright, so this was about the vital capacity. Now sixth one we are having, that is residual volume, which means that after forcefully exhalation, how much remaining air is there in the lungs, alright, and this the remaining air will prevent from the collapsing of the respiratory tract, especially the trachea. So that is 1500 ml, which means that 1.5 liter. Alright, so this was about the fifth term and sixth term. Seventh term we are having, so the next we are having, that is the functional residual volume. Alright, so which means that extra volume, like all the like residual volume, expired reservoir volume in the respiratory tract or lungs, extra volume I'm talking about. So that will be like of the residual volume plus expiratory reservoir volume. Alright, so respiratory volume we were having, that is the 1500 ml, and if we talk about the expiratory reserve volume, which means that you inhale the air and forcefully you exhale the air, so that was 1100 ml. Alright, so that is equal to the 1500 ml we are taking as an average, or you can say that as a this one, which means 2.5 liter. 2.5 liter. Alright, so next we are having, that is the total lung capacity, which means that the capacity of the lungs, like how much air the lungs can inhale. Alright, so that will be equal to the VT, alright, which means vital, alright, which is equal to the tidal tidal volume is included in this, inspiratory reserve volume is included in this, expiratory reserve volume is included in this. So alright, in the vital we are having VT is equal to what? VT is equal to the, you can say the, we were having one more term, that was the VT, or you can say that as a there was the combination of the tidal, inspiratory and expiratory. So that if we add, so that is the reservoir volume, which was, if this was equal to the 3500 ml, alright, plus 1500 ml. alright, which is equal to the 4500, but we are taking that as the, you can say, we are taking that as what? We are taking that as, this is the vital capacity, alright, this is the what? This is the vital capacity. So that is equal to the 1500, but we are taking 5000 as a normal, which is 5000 liter. This was the minimum, alright. If you talk about the maximum, so that is the, this was the minimum. If you talk about the maximum, that is equal to the 4500, sorry, plus 1500. Alright, this is the vital capacity, and this is what? This is the residual volume. Residual volume was that after forcefully exhalation, how much air is remaining in the lungs or the respiratory tract, and vital capacity was that forcefully inhalation of the air and forcefully exhalation of the air. Alright, which was this was the minimum, this is the maximum. That is equal to the 6000 liter. Not 6000, but liter we are talking about if there is 6. Alright, so this was about what? This was the lung total capacity. Now we are having the ninth one, that is the minute residual volume, which means per minute residual volume per minute. So as you guys all know that we are having the tidal volume, which is a normal inhalation of the air, that was 500 ml. Alright, and if you talk about the minute, that is 12. Alright, 12 per minute. As you guys all know, the inhalation or exhalation, we are talking about, if inhalation and exhalation, that is a 1. So if you talk about in 1 minute how we inhale and exhale, how much time, so that is 12 per minute. As you guys all know that we have discussed in the previous video. So that will be equal to, if we multiply 500 multiplied by 12, that will be equal to the 6000 ml. Alright, so this, but average we are taking as a 5800. So it can be changed by the normal to, like, it is the normal. If you talk about it, it is changing, like up and down is coming, that is just because of if any person is having disease and all. Alright, but normal, if you talk about, that is this. Now 10th one, we are having the alveolar ventilation, which means that how much air move to the alveoli, only alveoli. So as you guys all know that TV, we are having TV, which is the tidal volume, but as you guys all know the tidal volume was 500, which means the normal inhalation of the air, but in the alveoli the air was moving, that was 350, and 150 was in the respiratory tract. So from the 500, the 350 ml was moving into the alveoli. Alright, when this is the, we are taking as a 12 as a per minute. Alright, that will be multiplied by 12, that will be equal to the 4200 ml. This, how this much air basically move in the 1 minute for the exchangement of gases. So this was about the remaining lung capacity terms. I hope this is clear to you guys.